The Power of Self-Confidence, a 25-minute motivational story. Introduction. Self-confidence is the foundation of success. It is the belief that no matter what happens, you have the strength to overcome any obstacle. This is the story of Arjun, a young man who lacked confidence and struggled in life. He constantly doubted himself and feared failure. But one incident changed everything, turning him from a hesitant boy into a man who believed in himself and achieved greatness. His journey will inspire you to never doubt yourself and to believe in your own power. Scene 1. The Fear of Failure. Scene. Arjun, a 22-year-old, sitting in his room, staring at his rejection letter. Arjun had always dreamed of becoming a public speaker. He wanted to inspire people, but his biggest enemy was his own fear. Every time he tried to speak in front of a crowd, his voice trembled. He avoided opportunities because he feared embarrassment. He constantly compared himself to others and felt inferior. One day, he applied for a job that required strong communication skills. But when the rejection letter came, it shattered him. "Maybe I am not good enough," he whispered. His father, seeing his disappointment, said, "Son, confidence is not something you're born with, it's something you build. Do you want to remain afraid forever, or do you want to change?" His words echoed in Arjun's mind. Could he really change? Scene 2. A Small Step Toward Change. Scene. Arjun watching a motivational video about overcoming fear. One night, Arjun came across a video of a famous speaker who had once struggled with self-doubt. The speaker said, "Confidence is like a muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to try." For the first time, Arjun felt a spark of hope. He made a decision. He would start small and work on his confidence every day. Scene 3. Facing his fear. Scene. Arjun standing in front of a mirror, practicing his speech, feeling nervous. The next morning, he stood in front of a mirror and gave a small speech. His voice shook. His hands trembled. He felt awkward and embarrassed. But instead of stopping, he kept going. He did this every day, slowly improving his voice, posture, and expressions. For the first time, he realized that confidence is not about being perfect, it's about believing in yourself despite imperfections. Scene 4. The First Real Test. Scene. Arjun attending a local public speaking competition, feeling nervous. After weeks of practice, Arjun signed up for a small public speaking competition. When he stepped onto the stage, fear gripped him. His mind went blank. His hands were sweaty. He thought about running away. But then, he remembered his father's words, "Do you want to remain afraid forever?" He took a deep breath and spoke. His speech wasn't perfect, but he completed it. For the first time, he didn't let fear stop him. Scene 5. The Road to Confidence. Scene. Arjun practicing daily, improving his skills, and challenging himself. After the competition, he felt something incredible, a sense of achievement. He started practicing in front of small groups. He read books on confidence and self-improvement. He surrounded himself with positive people who encouraged him. Every day, he pushed himself a little more, and his confidence grew stronger. Scene 6. The Moment of Truth. Scene. Arjun receiving an invitation to speak at a large seminar. Months later, Arjun was invited to speak at a major event. This was the moment he had always dreamed of, but fear tried to creep back in. "What if I fail?" he thought. But then, he looked back at his journey, from a boy who couldn't speak in front of a mirror to standing on a grand stage. He smiled and said to himself, "I am ready." Scene 7. The Triumph of Self-Confidence. Scene. Arjun delivering his speech confidently, receiving a standing ovation. The day arrived. As he stood on stage, he felt calm. He took a deep breath and spoke. This time, there was no trembling.